Whoa! It's the Illusion. Reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. I'm in the Terra Cruiser. Heading down to Venice Skate Park to meet Sam from Ohio to do a little bit of shredding the concrete. And so this dude asked me today a question, and it was something that was right in my wavelength today. Was like, why did I start all of a sudden like making all like the art pieces and collages and stuff? And it's not something that I really just started doing. It's something I've always done, but it's the first time I've ever actually made it public, so to speak. And it kind of coincides with this piece of information that hit me in the head like a sledgehammer the other day. And it's, again, it's something that I've always known, but it just suddenly made so much sense. And what that was I was watching one of those goofy chicks on YouTube who has like the big following, right? And normally they're just like goofy chicks, and all of a sudden she's like, I'm gonna read a Katie Byron quote. And I'm like, whoa, Katie Byron? Like, and if you don't know who Katie Byron is, Katie Byron's like this spiritual woman who's got like a giant following. She's all about waking people up and getting in touch with the now. She's like a now person, man. You know, sort of a fusion between Eckhart Tolle and A Course in Miracles and, you know, all the other kind of spiritual practices jammed up into one like ball of like nowness. So all of a sudden this girl on YouTube, Courtney Pants, I think that's who it was, like Courtney Pants. If you haven't checked out Courtney Pants, watch Courtney Pants and you'll see why I was so super surprised there was like this spiritual nugget of wisdom coming from it, dude. So it hits me at the perfect time, but it coincides with like the same message from like 4 or 5 other different sources, like in the matter of like 36 hours. And what the message was people aren't afraid of, and I'm paraphrasing, people aren't afraid of the dark, they're afraid of the light. Because if you realized how powerful you were as light and that you could do infinitely anything, you wouldn't be afraid. And that's why you're afraid, is because as a beam of light, you're the like most powerful entity in the universe. And I was like, whoa, dude. And it's like the basic fear, what do they say? Fear of success. And I realized that I've been afraid of success, that I've been holding myself back on a certain level. And I'm not one to really hold myself back on like the surface, but behind the scenes, I know that I'm kind of editing myself. And I don't mean like in this sort of sense, I mean just about letting go. So it kind of coincides with all of a sudden I start, you know what, I'm going to let go and I'm just going to start making my art and putting it out to the world and stop judging my own content. Like, I mean, that's what most artists do, is they sit and they make bitchin' art, but due to their own ego's judgment of the content, the world never gets to see it, man. And so I start doing that, right? And things start to happen. Like in the last 48 hours, a lot of real interesting things have happened. And I don't like to broadcast it because that tends to spoil the magic of the surprise. But some cool stuff's happening in the background. And this whole journey's been a cool thing. But I realized that I have been living in a state of fear of success. Like, what a random concept it is. And that I didn't know what I would do if I could pull this whole thing off. And like, what is pulling it all off? I don't really know either. That's the magic of it all. But It's realizing that I'm so deep down this path that if I fail not only myself, but I fail people that need someone to succeed, man. Because failure is such an easy concept, but succeeding is the ultimate challenge, because you have to overcome your own fear of success. And hey, man, some people don't have that and they're super successful, but they don't really produce that much cool stuff either. And I realized that, like, yeah, I don't want, like, what am I gonna do with like a shiny new car? I mean, yeah, it won't break down, but I mean, your average dude who gets success, their shiny new car is like a brand new Porsche. I guess if I got successful, my idea of a shiny new car would be like, you know, a newer Volvo, or maybe just fix this one up so it's like super bomber. Anyway, dude, I don't know why I'm talking about cars. I don't even believe in cars on a certain level, except they're bitchin' little spaceships. I guess meaning that, like, if I was ever to be successful, no, I'm gonna be successful. That's the whole point. It's not if, it is. I am. I already am successful in my own, like, reality of myself, dude. That's all I gotta keep reminding myself of, like, where I was and where I am now. So, geez, am I just rambling? I am just rambling. So, that's been my whole new trip lately, is manifesting success. Because I think I've been manifesting lack of success. Because I thought I couldn't handle it. Because I thought that I'm destined to be in a state of lack. I'm not supposed to be lack. I'm supposed to be bounty. Like, that's what the universe wants for me. That's what God wants for me. That's what source energy wants for me, is to be fully in a state of fulfillment, man. And I think that part of the deal with success is, like, no amount of money will ever register as success. It'll make things easier, don't get me wrong, but I don't even buy into that concept of, like, money. What I mean by success is, like, freedom and happiness, the ability to express myself unencumbered by selling out for money. Like, yeah, I think if I just stick to my path, I will be successful, because I already know it. I've already determined it in my reality. Of course I'm going to be successful. I am successful. I am an artist. I am a writer. I am. Because. I don't know. I think I'm getting long-winded here and I'm confusing myself. So anyway, this is The Illusion. Pretty stoked on what's going on with the dream. Pretty amazing. I've sold a couple pieces of art. That's pretty rad. And I'm just super stoked, staying fluid, not trying to attach any judgment to what's going on around me. Just allow it to occur as it's supposed to. All right, hope your dream's going beautiful out there. Peace. Oh, hey, all you cats on the East Coast, if some bad stuff happened to you, man, my love goes out to you. It's going to get better, man. You know, as a West Coast guy, we get slammed with natural disasters, like, annually. So just power through it, stay positive, help your neighbor, man. Give someone a hug who needs it, man. Take that shirt off your back and give it to someone who doesn't have one. Peace. The Illusion out.